Have you taken a closer look at the glasses I found in the farmer's stand?
I can hardly believe it. My mother's craftwork is unmistakable. Enchanted to adjust with degrading vision.
So we found your father! Elaine's notes mentioned his name was Eugenius Osphine.
I guess so.
I thought you'd be happy.
No, I am.
Aurea, what's really going on? Be honest.
I thought I came from a long line of weavers. Now... Never mind.
Aurea.
I need to be alone right now.
Ah, my old nemesis. Paperwork. Mom would be so proud. Registries. Ah! How are things, Lane?
Seth isn't here for the moment. You're clear.
I'll be quick. The symbol is registered to imports brought in by the Norian Order. Also, I have the location of a worksite in the Institute.
Good to check it out then. If they were working in the secret areas of the Enclave, they must have had political pull and trust.
On it.
The Spindle just arrived. She's here to guide your expedition on the Scry.
Please, call me Isla. I'll direct you to the Arkon parts we need.
Hard to believe you actually came. Worried you'll get caught sneaking out?
Please. It's hardly my first time out of the hold.
Ah, you're gutsier than you let on.
I suppose if anywhere we're going to be too full of magic, it would be this place.
A lot of the records were lost, but we know the real innovation happened down here.
And the Enclave's innovations took a lot of magic. Right.
The manifold contains most of the complex and large machinery in Arkons Hearth.
You're approaching the stockpile of arc armor. I'll need you to collect a few pieces for me. Resonant Fields is where the Enclave farmed much of its coral.
Sleeping balm. I was never a big believer in healing gemstones myself, but there must be something to it if the Enclave weavers use them in their alchemic practices.
Got the armor.
The incandescent arch houses another living gate. This overlook is called the Prodigious Expanse. What of you?
The Ark of the Forge. Built to equip Arkons. Watch out for that hammer.
The march was the passage walked by great and small Arkons alike to reach wherever they were needed across the Enclave.
shelves, you should find a tome titled An Enchanter's Guide to Governing Schemers.
Could I borrow it once you've finished?
Sure. I mean, from what I've heard, it's a dry read. It's just a basic introduction to enchanting the Ark's governing schemer, but...
Dry? Who in their right mind would possibly find that dry? Just about anyone.
One book on something schemers, as requested.
We'll need a pair of otoliths, stones that allow the arcs to sense the environment around them. On a functioning arc, you'll see them placed in paired sockets in their head.
So, the Ark's eyeballs?
Well, in appearance, otoliths certainly look like an Ark's equivalent to our eyes, but they're also used for balance and sound perception. So, functionally, otoliths act as both eyes and ears.
The carapace chamber must be where each arc was fitted for its plating.
Got the eyes and ears. Otoliths. You know what I mean.
Up ahead, you'll find a stockpile of a thin material used for insulating magic. We call it...
Carapace.
Oh! You're... familiar with it?
We used it to repair the magic leaking from the loom gate in the outskirts.
Oh, that's... genius! We need. Oh, this will do wonders for my research. If only there was an ark I could try to repair, but alas.
We've got one here in the campsite. It's the one we followed through the Vale.
What? Could you... What would you...
Need help carrying it to Cassidy's hole?
Thank you.
I'll meet you there with the parts. Carapace. Would have been easier to collect it this way the first time around.
The emergence gate is one of several grand gates that was built to facilitate the transport of great Arkons. Apparently, it's no longer functional.
Should do it.
That was incredible.
It was certainly exhilarating.
Are you okay?
Yes, it's just no small feat to power an Ark manually. Even a smaller one like this. It takes a lot out of me. We still don't know how the Enclave was able to catalyze an Ark's ability to absorb raw magic on its own. Weavers certainly weren't powering them the way I just did.
Still, what a leap forward.
Indeed. You have no idea what this means to me. Thank you for all your help.
Isla, what you did, I have to say, I'm impressed. Perhaps I misjudged your ambitions with the Arks.
Perhaps? That is an understatement. You've never taken me seriously.
Isla, I'm trying to...
Just like you've never taken the Surgeborn seriously. I watched Bryn's expedition to the Underworks.
You left Cassidon's hold. That is against my direct orders.
Oh, just like you ordered to sweep hundreds of Surgeborn under the rug instead of actually doing something about them.
This is your doing, somehow. What have you done to turn my daughter against me?
No one is against anyone. Our Weaver Band is here to help, starting with getting the Surgeborn under control.
Bryn didn't do anything wrong. Working with her has shown me what I've always known, deep down. That you've sheltered me from the truth for too long, and that there are people who value the work I want to achieve.
Isla, this isn't like you. These Weavers have corrupted your mind, or...
Your lies are what's been messing with my head. After all, we both know that's not the only thing you've lied about.
As the Eye, it is my job to hide things from you, from everyone, for your protection. And that's all I've ever done.
I don't want to hear another word from you right now.
Isla.
Just go.
Wow. That can't have been easy.
It was a long time coming. I need to go process all that just happened. But thank you for everything. And when it comes to dealing with the Surgeborn, just know that from now on, I've got your back.
Good to hear. We're going to need it.
Here's everything you asked for.
Just a moment, and I'll prepare the balm. Here you go. And I've written down the recipe for Lane, in case you run out.
Thank you so much.
Have your quartermaster rub a little of the balm on her forehead, temples, and wrists before she goes to sleep. She'll be out in no time.
I hope she's willing to try this.
All you can do is be there. The rest is up to her.
You're right. I'd better get back to camp.
I hope your friend feels better soon.
I'm guessing Staneld family dinners have been awkward lately.
Try non-existent. I wanted to believe my father was a good person deep down, if driven by fear at times. Now, I just don't know.
You're pretty brave to stand up to your father, let alone the leader of the Enclave.
I should have done it sooner. I was blinded by love.
Our parents are supposed to teach us right from wrong. That moment when we have to trust ourselves and defy them? It's a big one. Not everyone could do what you just did. I know it took a lot.
Thank you. And Bryn, my father might be willing to let the Surgeborn take over, but I'm not him. I'm with you until the end, whatever it takes.
Arkon, we will be having a discussion discussion to clarify the meaning of no contact protocol.
Of course, Khan Stanhild.
You are the last person I wish to speak to right now.
What did I ever do to you?
My own flesh and blood isn't speaking to me because of you.
She's not speaking to you because you lied to her.
It was for her protection. Information is power, and I will protect her at all costs. Even from you, if I have to.
And what is that supposed to mean?
It means you will soon learn that we can handle our affairs well enough without your help. What is it?
I was curious about that symbol you wear. Kind of looks like a wheel.
It is a water wheel, of sorts.
Some symbol of the Enclave, then?
No, it's not.
And
this conversation is over.
we all wanted to come together to support you, Casmin. However we can. Do you think you're ready to talk about what's going on?
I guess I have been feeling not so great lately. It's hard. I don't know how to tell you what's going on in my mind. Or if I even should.
We're not here to judge. We're here to listen.
You can tell us anything.
It started a while after we came through the veil. Not right away. You all know me. I'm a rock in a crisis. But the aftermath... It's hard for me to come down. Actually, I crashed to pieces in it. I should be stronger, but...
You are strong, Kaz. Falling apart sometimes doesn't change that.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like it these days. After the Surgeborn escaped, I just started getting these... thoughts. Visions. So vivid, they feel like premonitions. Our campsite, being razed to the ground in the night. Scrambling to find our gear under attack. Each of us being killed, one by one. And this voice, howling in my ear that it will all be my fault. Unless I do everything in my power to prepare us for it. I know that sounds crazy. But these visions and that voice, it's been getting louder. It keeps me awake all hours of the night. By dawn, everyone else is asleep, even Dam. I'm alone and exhausted. Counting supplies over and over and over, unable to stop.
That must be lonely.
It is. Opening up to you about this is physically painful. Even while we're talking, that voice keeps going. In the spaces between my words, in every pause, it howls at me for being pathetic and incompetent. How come I'm the only one drowning inside this place? No matter what happens, all of you are able to keep doing your jobs. I mean, I'm the only freak going off the deep end. How stupid is that?
You're going through something awful, outside of your control. And until now, you've dealt with it alone. But your decision to be vulnerable and share your experiences with us, that's brave, not stupid.
I don't feel brave. I feel exhausted and sad. But I guess it's nice to hear.
What if we cleaned out the caravan for you while you go rest? Bryn will sit with you until you fall asleep.
I don't know. I don't think I can sleep right now.
I have something that will help. A sleeping balm from the spindle.
Would you be open to trying it?
Maybe, but I'm afraid of what will happen if I go to sleep.
I won't let anything happen. I promise. Do you trust me?
I do. But I've made such a mess of the caravan. I can't let you guys be the ones to clean it up.
We've got this, Casmin. It's okay.
All right. Thank you. This isn't working. I should go help with the caravan.
Shh. Kaz, they're fine. You need to sleep.
But what if Aurea throws away the grains Dan likes for breakfast? Or the sapling uses to rebind our books? Or...
She won't.
I can't just lie here. My skin is crawling. I feel like I might burst if I don't move.
How about we breathe together? Just try it with me.
Fine. For nearly 2 decades. And everything they lived through before that must have been dreadful.
Hey, how you feeling?
I'm okay. I don't feel amazing. In fact, I feel pretty fragile, to be honest. But sleeping helped. Actually, everything you did helped. I don't want to pretend I'm feeling on top of the world right now, or like all my problems are solved. They're not. I know I've got a long road ahead of me, but finally saying out loud all the madness in my mind, and not being shunned or rejected for it, it's like all these awful visions lost some of their power over me.
Sounds like you should keep sharing with us then, so we can have every opportunity to accept you as you are.
Yeah. Why did you do all that for me?
Well, you mean a lot to me, Casmin.
I do?
Yes, of course.
You mean a lot to me too.
I would do everything I just did and more for you 1,000 times over.
I'm not sure I'm deserving of all that.
You are, Casmin.
Would you mind reminding me of that sometimes?
Every day, if you'd like. Something on your mind, Kaz? You look lost in thought.
Oh, yeah. I guess it's just strange to think that Arakim, the Axle, and the Spindle were all born inside the Veil. For years after the Surge, it probably felt like the world was ending in here, and yet people were still bringing children into it.
Don't you think the same could be said of outside the Enclave after the Surge?
Maybe. But there's something about being trapped inside this crisis bubble and still choosing to bring someone else into it with you. Doesn't it seem almost selfish? You know what? No, I wasn't there. I shouldn't judge the Hearthsiders.
Maybe it's comforting. No matter what, birth comes with the spring. I think if someone really wants to have kids, they just make it work, regardless of the circumstances.
I suppose. I just wonder if that's really what's best for a child.
I guess I've always been of the mindset that there's no perfect time to have kids. At some point, you just need to dive into it, if it's what you want.
Maybe. I'm not really one for diving. I've been thinking, maybe with the right person, I might change my mind about raising a family.
Really?
I would do anything for the people I care about. And what scares me about starting a family is the uncertainty of it.
But if you found someone you were certain about?
Someone I know would be a good partner, who would go to the ends of the earth for me and our kids.
Then you could do it.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, if I struggled with fearing for the band's safety, the idea of what my mind might do to me over my own child terrifies me.
The right person won't judge you for that. They'll be patient.
You think so?
I'm sure of it.
It's all just hypothetical anyway. Hey, you got a sec?
Of course.
Great. Mind if we speak somewhere more private?
Lead the way.
So, there's something I need to tell you.
What's on your mind?
Honestly, you are. And it kind of snuck up on me. I was caught up in my own world before you came along and pulled me out of it. At first, I saw you as a friend, then one day, something just shifted that I can't quite put into words. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I think I'm falling for you.
I have feelings for you too.
You do? I thought maybe I'd scared you off with everything.
Kaz, I fight drakes and worms daily. You'll never scare me off. Besides, you're like the kindest, coolest girl I've ever met. How could I not fall for you?
That makes me really happy.
You surprised me too. In the best way.
Hopefully, we have a long road of surprising one another ahead of us.
We do.
Hey?
Hey, what's new?
Not a thing. Oh, except I don't know if you've heard, but I've got a smoking hot girlfriend now.
She sounds great. I have to admit, I'm a little jealous though.
Oh?
Turns out I have a thing for beautiful but kinda mean quartermasters.
That'll bite you in the arse every time. But seriously, I've wanted this for so long. I like you so much. But with all my issues, I couldn't imagine that you'd feel the same way about me. You sure you're not going to change your mind?
Even back when you were giving me the cold shoulder, I couldn't help but notice you. I could just tell there was more to you than meets the eye. I like your complexity.
You should probably talk to someone about being attracted to a mean streak. But that is adorable.
I'm not going anywhere. I promise.
Good. I wasn't planning on letting you go anyway.